don't use slurs. Rule 1, and that's the only rule.
That is rule 1 when we do the streams here. Here we go, guys. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another DualShockers live stream. This time, we're doing Xbox One's Game Showcase 2020. Will this be the first time they're doing this? Probably not. This is going to be the new future. Hold on. My own. The stream on my own phone is going crazy. Yeah. Again, of course, with me, I'm here, your host, Mario Rivera. We've done this now through EA, Ubisoft, the PlayStation 5 reveal. I'm still happy to be here. Joining me for the first time for these live streams, the boy wonder, the Cubs fan, Logan Moore.
Other boy wonder. Hi. I heard Halo things were happening, so I had to join this one.
Yeah.
Because I guess I don't know. I don't know when I self-branded as the Halo guy, but I guess that's kind of what I am now. So
for sure. And you spent like the last year playing through all of the Halo games too with everybody.
Yeah.
So.
Me and Michael Rudy played through all of them again. Yeah. So that was actually really fun.
Yeah, I got to join you for the 5th one, so I was very happy about that. Also joining me, the Invisible Man, the man who has no introduction other than he loves Final Fantasy VII, and he'll fight me forever on Last of Us Part 2. Cam Hawkins is here, so he just walked away for a second. He is joining us today. He's not just a blank screen, I swear. But there's a fresh new face at the bottom with the sweet-ass purple lights. You might know him as Shotgun McPain on his Twitch channel and his YouTube channel. Of course, today I have... I've never said your last name out loud, and this is a tradition on these live streams.
Let's see it.
Is it Nicholas Blaine?
Yeah, you got it.
Cool. Nailed it. I had to nail somebody's.
Right? Yeah. I mean, mine's pretty easy, I suppose.
Decent,
but
you know.
The one thing that people mess up is like, is it an E at the end? I'm like, no, man. It's just I just plain
Maine, you know, just plain Maine.
Yeah. Plain Blaine Shaka McPain. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh, so now the name makes sense.
I mean, that's not any correlation. Like, I was too dumb to come up with that correlation when I actually made the name, but.
Gotcha.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Obviously, Nicholas has now joined the team as my underling, my person that helps me who runs the video stuff.
Yes, master. I should go into premiere.
Oh no! This is a power dynamic I wasn't ready for. But very much so, we're here to talk about Xbox. Well, obviously, we're excited for the Halos, but I'm also excited for potentially the new stuff that's coming out, including Fable, Forza.
Maybe.
Ooh.
There's definitely a Forza.
There's definitely a Forza. We're gonna get another.
You can't launch a console without a car, or something like that.
Are they gonna do another one of those like trick things where you're like, it's Forza, but it's Legos?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is like, are we getting a Lego car?
I don't know.
Yeah, she's sleeping.
Are we getting a life-size die-cast car?
I think we are. Sure. Yeah, but we don't have a stage now. So that would be just poor taste.
Cross promotion with the new Transformers movie. I'm calling it now.
That's what that one game was. The
pre-show?
Robo Dino game we saw a second ago in this pre-show here.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Extincto Mecha, whatever the hell it was called. That's right.
Exo-Mecha.
Exo-Mecha.
I think that was it.
That's right.
Something like that.
Cam, how you doing? I already introduced you. I don't know if you can hear me. Cam, can you hear me now?
I'm good now.
Good. I already introduced you. How you feeling, buddy?
Regarding Xbox, I'm super excited. I've been an Xbox fan since I've been an Xbox fan since the beginning. But after once the 360 came out, I shifted over to Xbox primarily. I got the Xbox One day one because I know that they really dropped the ball when it came to the Xbox One at the beginning of this generation, but I was just so engrossed in their ecosystem, like I just couldn't switch. And after seeing all the changes and hard work that Phil Spencer has been doing to better the Xbox brand over the years, it makes me happy that I picked up the Xbox One at launch and to experience its entire life cycle, for better or worse, and just see to where it is now. And I think that Xbox is, like when it comes to recommending a console to someone, for me, like I think the Xbox is the easiest to recommend solely because of Game Pass. Like that is like its selling point there, and because it's just like, oh, get a console for $200 and then you have Game Pass. You get a Game Pass subscription and you're set. You don't have to buy games if you don't want to.
Yeah.
And I think that in general, I think is a more compelling and attractable selling point than like exclusives for PS4 per se. And like Switch is a great console as well, but unless you're really looking for that handheld experience, I still think that Xbox is the best way to go. So looking at the Series X and seeing the number of studios that they've acquired recently, and I'm sure we're going to get at least one or two more announcements today. Please, WB Interactive. I know it's not going to happen, but please, WB Interactive.
That would be wild. They're like,
even if they revealed games from WB, like that would be cool. Like because we know the problem with that though is that they've got that like DC stream happening next month, so I feel like they're going to have other announcements for that. But they
very well might. They very well might.
Just tease it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that that would, but I still think regardless, even if it's not WB Interactive, that we're gonna get some sort of studio acquisition, maybe from a Japanese studio, because we know that Phil Spencer and Microsoft have really been trying to get Japan on Xbox's side. Like they've even looked into potentially acquiring Platinum, which would have been huge if they did that. Even though that they ended up passing on them. So there's just so much to look forward to, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what potential new IP we're getting, and also like what revivals of old series that Xbox gamers know and love. So here we go. Let's do it.
I imagine we're getting a complete saga for Lego Star Wars. By the way,
yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yo, I played that at E3. Or no, I didn't play it. I watched a presentation at E3 last year, and straight up, that was one of the best things I saw at E3.
Dude, I mean, like, I love the Lego games. They're just super fun. Like you always can count on them, basically.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, it looks like they converted them to like that traditional, like that new PlayStation model of like behind the back, like third-person action game. So I'm I'm into it. Sure, why not? All right, are they starting with Halo?
They need to open with
take your bets right now.
Halo.
Are they opening with
They
Halo?
should open with it.
They're opening or closing with Halo. Yep, Halo.
Yeah.
Or space
Maybe.
game. Just a normal space game.
I remember seeing the Halo trailer. The Halo trailer at
Time
E3.
Cat.
And seeing, looking over at Logan, and it was like a kid who like saw his hero celebrity, but instead of a celebrity, it was Master Chief, and he was just smiling, grinning ear to ear.
It's gonna be Blinks the Time Cat.
This is
I'm gonna.
Is that an armor piece?
Yeah, it's got it.
Yeah, that's got it.
Oh man, what is?
Oh, it's
dude.
going on his body. Yes.
This is a grapple hook.
Oh shit! It is.
Yo, let's go,
Yo.
dog.
They're creating the armor. This is so cool.
Give me that sweet new cod piece. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Crystal
Yeah.
cannot rise on its own.
I know that I don't really talk about it a whole lot with you guys, but like I am also a very big Halo fan, and so I'm really looking forward to
Armor cannot
Halo Infinite. Oh man. Oh man.
It's hype, doggy
Let's go.
dog.
Let's go.
This really needs to be good.
It
Come
all
on.
means nothing
Jesus.
until you.
Oh
step inside.
man.
Kind of makes him look like the Legends anime version of him. Like, just like, I don't know what it is, but about the visor just gave me those vibes, which I'm fine with.
It's just so clean.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude.
This is the way you fucking start a
Xbox is
cosplay.
bringing it.
Am I dead already? I must be. I mean, this is a punishment, right?
Okay, so this is directly after.
Yep, this is death. No! No! No, 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 no! This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. Hold on, Chief.
Or was it like, don't kill off that guy, I like him.
Right.
No! No! You can't stand this! No, you...
Breathe.
No! You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything. We're... Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh,
God,
I'll
that's
be
so
safe.
cool. Imagine being the voice of Master Chief,
I
man.
haven't been
Right.
safe since I found you. I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me. I thought I was going home.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the Banished.
You keep saying that.
The Banished?
Banished. Halo Wars 2 people.
I know I
Really? I don't know how I feel about that.
Alright, come on, Keely.
I'm going to dig
Get
through
your
them
train
and
right.
find one with the working sleep space drive. And when you're done with this war, we'll get away from here. Far away.
Any jitters comes from Keely's stream, so just want that to be known.
Okay.
Nice find.
First,
Look at it,
when I
there's a
get
jittering
back,
all around.
we can look. Together.
Even just hearing John's voice.
Okay, big guy.
I know.
Oh. Oh yeah. Seamless
Bro, it's totally
transition.
open-ended. Oh my gosh, this is so...
Oh.
I mean, I think it
my
is.
God. I think
yeah,
so too.
destroy
I mean, look at
gun and-
the.
Yeah, so you can explore the area to do it. It's Halo 1, right? It's that level, it's the second level
Yeah.
of Halo. Go to the bases, rescue the people, or kill them, if you're me.
Dude, it looks clean as can be.
That rifle. Oh.
I just want him to...
Yeah.
This sucks that it's stuttering so much.
I know. Damn.
Yeah.
If it's happening across all their streams, it's gonna be pretty bad. But
Yeah.
Oh, the Warthog looks real good.
I'm just happy to
But,
see this world again. Like honestly.
like these wheels? Are you kidding me? Look at the wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this a Forza game? Is this secretly a Forza game?
Oh man.
Oh.
Let's go.
this is like the blown out version of ODST that I've wanted this game to be.
Oh, dude. This is gonna be something special.
Oh man. Oh man.
Yep. This is that life. Ooh.
What if he died right there? It would have been like,
That would have been
awesome. Ooh, that pistol.
The noises.
Oh, dude.
What's that? Wait, is that the grenade? Like, out?
Ooh.
Gun.
New gun.
Like an evolved form of the DMR.
Yo, brutes are back, baby.
So is the Banish just like a form
Oh,
of...
dude, you can like shoot
of
their legs,
Covenant?
and did you see how he stumbled when he shot his leg?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think they've done that in the past.
No, that's
Oh, the
awesome.
shields are back for 3.
Dude.
Oh.
Welcome back. Welcome back, Master Chief.
Part of me wants to play Halo 5 tonight.
Bro, grapple
And not
hook
a-
on cheap. Great idea. Great idea.
And not a single mention of Locke to be found.
Right.
I feel bad for Mike Porter though. Like he was handed a lot of L's throughout that time with it, like career wise, and I'm just like, I want him to succeed because I like him as he seems like a nice person. But yeah, no. Locke was not it.
Locke was not it, Chief.
Oh shit!
Brute weapon.
Oh shit!
I just want to see a new version.
I'm really curious at the budget of the game. Oh yeah, another new weapon. Oh shit! Are you kidding me?
Oh,
It's such a good idea.
I feel the chills.
So simple.
What? You get what?
Bro!
What?
You can reel it in?
Dude, that's gonna be so OP for multiplayer, dude.
Oh,
I'm curious to see if they implement this stuff in multiplayer, like the grappling hook and all that.
Yeah, dude, it would add such a new layer of combat if they did that.
Yeah, like if you did it from somebody from behind and then you do like that special move from before.
Also, shout out to them for doing this demo on normal and not like easy mode, because they totally could have done that. And like, I don't know, like it actually seems like real gameplay because of you can actually see somewhat of a challenge.
The UNSC lost this war months ago. Your people are broken, scattered, hunted, defeated by me. I wish I could tell you it was difficult, but it wasn't. We are one step ahead, always. The ring is already under our control. Soon, the auditorium as well. The Harbinger and the Banished share the same goal. We fight together to honor the will of Atriarchs. But without challenge, I grew weary, lost, alone. But here you now stand. This is my last fight. A true test of legends. Our story will outlive us both.
That music.
Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bare your fangs. Fight hard. Die well.
Oh, give us a damn date.
Ah, come
You
on.
know they're waiting
Can't,
till
because
the
then that reveals.
They're gonna
the
wait till the
console.
end. Yeah, they have to wait till
I
the
don't
end,
think they're
you
going to
know?
reveal the launch date today, unfortunately. But
Really?
I don't think so. I think they're going to hold it because they're rumored to do the series, the
We
Lockhart
hope you
stuff next
enjoyed
month.
your first look at Halo Infinite.
And they're trying to go after Sony.
incredibly
They
proud
could do
of
Well, yeah,
launch
if
date,
that's-
I guess, today, but
and we're thrilled to share.
If that's true, like again, Xbox has been their entire thing recently has
This is
to
the
be
most
ahead
ambitious
of the
campaign
conversation,
created at 343.
and
For the first time,
I feel like
players will have the
they
freedom
wait
to explore the
until
mysterious
next
new Halo
month,
ring
PlayStation
that's several
will
times larger
have their
than our
release
last two Halo
their
games
release day
combined.
announced, and
Halo Infinite has
it wouldn't
been
be
built from the
as
ground up to
effective,
take
I
full
guess.
advantage
You know
of
what I mean?
Xbox Series X. Bigger battles, epic vistas, more complex visual effects, displayed with 10 times the processing power per pixel of Halo 5. This will be running at a flawless 60 frames per second and will allow us to bring the Halo ring to life in ways that have never been possible before. We look forward to sharing even more about Halo Infinite in the coming month, including the first look at multiplayer. And now, please enjoy a glimpse of what others in the Xbox Game Studios family have been working on.
dude, I'm so excited.
Let's go.
So excited.
World premiere.
Like, I was not this excited for 4 and 5, but there's something about this one. I mean, just taking it back to the Halo ring is just.
Yeah, I think it's giving us like an actual villain we care about. I guess. Like for me, it looks like that person's gonna be
return to form for sure.
Yeah, like Kratos vibes.
What is this?
No idea.
Last of Us.
What is the
Last of Us sequel coming?
Undead Labs people?
Maybe.
State of Decay.
Maybe the Long Dark 2.
They said it's Xbox Game Studios.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Did they buy the people that make The Forest?
I don't
It's
think
very
so.
on the nose, I know.
Yeah. I hope this is just a new IP. Like at this point,
Looks like it.
we need
Unless
new
all,
IP.
unless all of a sudden a bear and a bird come charging out of this forest.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Banjo's back, and it's now a horror survival game.
Banjo like you've never seen before. Oh, zombie deer. Zombie deer.
Goat Simulator 2.
Hunting simulator.
What?
Save the tree! Alright. Undead Labs.
So excited.
That'd be cool,
gameplay.
maybe. I tried
Yeah.
the second one out. I just didn't. I don't know. Bounced off.
Yeah, it's like I was really looking forward to State of Decay
Welcome
2, and I
everyone
just
to the
I don't know.
Xbox Game Showcase.
It's hard
It wasn't bad. It
We're
just
showing
wasn't. It
games
just
from
wasn't
9 of our 15 Xbox
what I wanted, I
Game
guess.
Studios, including unveils of 5 new first-party games. What you will see
Oh, 5
is
new
how
studios?
Xbox Game Studios are harnessing their passions
NetherRealm,
to bring their
WB.
dreams to life. We believe that how you find and play your games is as important as the device you play them on.
Look at how good
Xbox
Philly
Game Pass
P
is the best
Philly
way to
S.
Dude,
discover and play.
he always has a good
And we
look.
want
You know
you
what
to
I
be able to
mean?
experience
He's a
as
great
many
fox,
great games
or
as
silver
possible.
fox. Sorry.
There you go.
So Game Pass members,
Fox.
you can play
Yeah,
every
great
game
Fox.
you see from your subscription or free to play. These games will look
Every
and
game you
play
see today, you
best
can play on Game Pass.
Xbox
Does that mean
Series
it's
X,
all first party
delivering
then?
unmatched
Exclusive?
fidelity,
I figured some third party
performance,
stuff would show
precision,
up.
and immersion.
He's-
And we've
they
designed
said
the most
there would be
consistently
some
powerful
third-party
next
stuff, I
generation console.
thought.
And we've built state-of-the-art
They said at
platform
least 5 would
technology
be new, so
to allow
we've already seen
every
1.
developer to realize their full vision. One studio that has always pushed the limits of our hardware is Turn 10. And they're early in development on the
Forza
next
8.
Forza Motorsport. And Xbox Series X is bringing them closer to their dream of
Feels like,
unprecedented
yo, I
realism,
can't film this from my
ray
living room. Somebody
tracing,
set up a cool
and
set,
native
and I'll go
working
into the
rendition,
office and record this.
Everyone's mad at me
60 frames per
because I don't have a microphone
The
for my
trailer
fucking
you're
video
about to
calls.
see
So here we
was
go.
captured completely in engine.
All right, let's see how these cars look. World premiere.
With Roblox DLC.
Rated R starts Friday.
I like the Xbox Game Studios branding now. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Now official
Yeah.
for everything. This is what Forza 8 are they on? Motorsport 8?
Yeah.
Yeah. Motorsport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This might be the first one I pick up.
I mean, you don't have to
Definitely
pick up. It's on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
It'll definitely
Game Pass.
showcase the hardware very well.
That's such the allure of like buying Series X this year for me. Is
Yeah.
that, like
Everything's on Game Pass.
you can just buy it. You don't even have to buy games to go along with it. So
Yeah.
oh, they're just totally relaunching there.
Oh, good.
There you go.
That's smart.
Well, no
And
date
God
on
bless
one.
that for being like 30 seconds because
Yeah.
Yo,
wow.
I was
Oh, is it
about to say, I was
Everwild.
like,
Okay.
oh, Everwild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, well, shut up.
They didn't do
They-
the world premiere,
Right.
so you know it's something they've shown before.
Our world has
Like,
Like,
not full
please
interpretation.
announce Banjo.
no sense.
Please.
Game Pass is the only place that you can play all the Halo games, all of the Kingdom Hearts games, and all the Yakuza games.
All the Gears games.
It is found in the smallest moments. In every
actually excited for this.
Perilous journey.
Yeah, the art style is really pretty.
In the symmetry of ritual.
That's a big ass fox.
In the bonds we share.
Nothing can replace my love for Papa, but that's pretty close.
Yeah.
And in moments of stillness.
What is the gameplay for this?
Breath of the Wild vibes right there.
Right, very, very much so.
It teaches us to
It kind of is giving me, like, with the creatures, it's kind of giving me, like, Avatar vibes, just because, like, all the different weird creatures.
What the heck?
To be a light in dark places. To seek answers.
The art style on this is like totally rad, but I'm just wondering what you do in this game.
Yeah.
I hope it's just a farming simulator.
Yeah.
Our world.
That's the real story. It's the friends you made along the way.
We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it.
Yo, that was fucking awesome. What a great trailer. Like, I got chills watching that.
Everwild will give to you a magical and untamed natural world for you to explore and to just truly lose
Look at the background for banjo stuff.
It's a place to be eternal.
Anybody see any bears?
And eternal has the gift to sense and feel how magic flows through nature, makes ever living. The team here at Rare are so excited to be working on something like Everwild, and I hope you're excited too. But I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who's shown their support and love, and for the incredible, awesome, positive community that's already growing around this game. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
World premiere.
Whoa.
Tell me why.
Yeah. Are they publishing this?
Yes, they're publishing this, yeah. They said that that was known since the announcement.
I just forgot about it, I guess. Okay, so they're officially going to, I mean, with this means they're officially getting into stuff they've already announced, which means what else?
We all believe that
the only bad thing I'll say is that the way that this has been a good presentation so far, but if they start showing like too much of Grounded, too much of Wasteland 3, they get into like, I mean, we'll see Psychonauts soon, I imagine.
Sister, we look out for each other.
But yeah, we'll see Psychonauts 2. They're gonna, Fable's gonna be here somewhere. That's gonna be like considered one of the second of the 5
fairy tales.
What are the 5 world premieres then? So State of Decay and Forza.
Is you my brother.
Oh yeah, Forza technically.
Everwild?
Yeah, Forza technically.
When is Forza coming? Because they didn't give a. They said they're early into development on the next one. So that makes me think it's not a launch title.
We've been getting.
I still think that they're gonna save all the release dates for the end.
Emotional.
Perhaps. We didn't know when the console's out first, but
yeah, I'm not sure about Forza, but yeah. So State of Decay, Forza, Fable, Perfect Dark is rumored from the Initiative.
I really hope.
And then there's
We both saw it.
And I think Obsidian's going to announce their next big
I thought
RPG.
Coming here would be closing and share lives.
I don't mind a Perfect Dark coming back. I just don't want it to be made by the the Initiative, because that's a quadruple A studio or whatever.
Yeah, that's my thing too. They like make a big deal about like really stepping up heavily for the Initiative. Like, oh, we've hired some of the best people in the world to come work at this new studio, and they're making Perfect Dark. It's like, yeah.
I hope we just get a new IP from them.
Yeah,
like that's really what Xbox needs. It's like
August 27th.
Solid
Okay.
IPs. Okay. Well, we got is that their first release date?
Yeah, but then again, it could be multiple console stuff too.
Yeah.
And that was already announced for this, current
Ooh.
gen.
Hey,
What is
everyone.
this?
My name is Gennady. I'm the
Already?
co-founder and director of technology at Moon Studios.
Coming to Switch.
Today, we're very excited to tell you that we're working on a very special version of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, specifically for Xbox Series X. We're now at a time where we can reach levels of fidelity and frame rates previously absolutely impossible on any console.
Ori at 120?
An already gorgeous game like Ori.
Holy shit!
Now
you're right. You're
Ori at 120.
Refresh rate
There it is.
in full 4K HDR in its highest.
I mean, surprisingly,
quality,
this game
delivering
really did
unprecedented game
struggle
feel
on my
with
One
silky
X.
smooth animation, super
There's a
crisp,
lot going
sharp
on with this
image,
game.
and low
I don't know,
input
close your eyes,
latency,
Cam.
which is just so important
Yeah, I'm okay.
for the tight and precise
For the
platforming
stream, they
feel
are slowing
of
it
this
down.
game.
It is not the stream.
We can
Just so you
also
know.
boost the immersion.
I think they're
in
just slowing it
different
down on
spaces
purpose
in
to
our
show the
world
difference
by
in the
using
frame
I just want to make
rate,
sure
but
it's
it
clear
wasn't
because
real.
we've had some
that we
slowdowns.
previously just could not simulate in real time. And
Jeff
with
just
all
slowed
of
it
this
down for
crazy
us so we can
hardware
see the
power,
banjo in
we
the
can
background,
give
you know
our
what I mean?
players more options
I like that Ori
with how
toy
they
is
want
right
to
there.
play our game.
Doesn't Moon
We
Studios
can't
all work
wait for all
remotely
of
in
you
the
to
first
experience
place?
this very
they're
special
remote.
version of
insane.
Ori. Coming
Yeah.
to
That is
Xbox
wild
Series
that they
X with
made,
smart
like-
delivery later this year.
That they've made both of those games remotely. Dope. I mean, I already played that game, but more people should play it. It's really good. Here's the Outer Worlds DLC that they were teasing. I need to get back to this.
Me too.
From the furthest reaches
Start playing
of the
Persona
universe comes
instead.
the biggest mystery.
I mean, you're
in the
playing a much
galaxy.
better game.
And
I am.
Complete Persona.
Yes.
now, shady corporate intrigue.
Marvel.
That's not to say that
the
Outer
Golden
Worlds isn't a good
Asteroid.
game. It very much is.
A sordid stopover.
Yeah, I just got past the opening
Full of
area of this
salacious
game and
secrets.
just kind of stopped, which is actually maybe a
Scandal-
decent stopping point. But
Strangers. Greetings.
Wait, Obsidian, isn't it? Never mind. Why did I say Obsidian will announce their new RPG? They just made one.
Can put you on the
Well, that was
wrong side
previously.
of a
I mean,
gun.
I don't know what the next thing could be.
Or sword. Or this thing.
yeah, I feel like we're not going to see that for a while, though. But who
Yeah.
knows?
Well,
They
and they're
announced
also
things
working
that
on
come
Grounded,
out
aren't they?
Yeah, Grounded's out in
Yeah, but they've said it before. That is a very small
A
team
word
that's
of
working
advice
on that.
before you
Yeah.
go, Captain? Trust no one.
I think there's a main team at Obsidian that is working on whatever the next big thing is. Because I don't even think the Outer Worlds team is their
You find
main
on
team.
Gorg.
If that makes any sense. Because they brought on the guys who did Fallout to make this.
This internet cannot be drinks and stay.
September 9th.
Doctor Who sound at the end there. They didn't really need to have this same logo over and over again.
Oh, yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, they fucking do.
See, this is what I'm saying. All right, so obviously we're gonna get more reveals for Series X soon, but they're gonna sandwich in all the stuff we already knew about in between. We'll probably see Psychonauts next. Or
Cyberpunk.
pretty soon.
What the?
What?
What?
But if
That's
you're
definitely a
ready
choice.
for the smallest, we've got you
Ugh.
covered.
Wait, what was the joke there, or was it a joke?
I don't know if it was. I don't know. I
Obsidian
wasn't.
Entertainment. The
I was
makers
like, I
of
don't know if that was
games
like a
that are
cross
nothing
branding
like
or.
this one.
Yeah,
They
first
said
of
all the games we see here today are gonna be on Game Pass. They just showed Cyberpunk.
This
Cyberpunk's on Game
summer,
Pass.
You know,
strive together.
I've always, as a
to
kid, loved the
thrive
movie Honey, I
together.
Shrunk the Kids.
Or
Yes.
just feed
This
your
is
friend to
feeding
the
into those
spiders.
Yes,
And
I still
go
haven't checked out
solo.
Grounded yet. I am excited to play it, but
Did you
I guess
try
I'm
the
not-
arachnophobia mode that they did on this, Cam? Curious how that is.
No, I didn't know that it was out yet.
I thought there was maybe they.
It's early access.
Is that a Battletoad?
There's a Battletoad.
yeah.
Yeah, they need to give us an update on Battletoad.
Yeah, they will.
There you go.
We're also going to probably see Hellblade. I forgot about Hellblade.
Oh, yeah, we'll
shit,
see
okay, next
Hellblade.
month.
Yeah.
That's next week.
Oh, it is. Damn, what?
Is that the so? Is that the
Sometimes
official
the
release
pushing
then?
narrative
Because I know they
involved
had an early
It's
access
something
or a
we
beta
do
or
every
something.
day when we come to the office.
I think
And
so.
we can't wait for you to play our next great adventure, Peril on Gorgon. It's the
Can
first
someone
of
say
2
that
planned
man's name
story
for me?
expansion packs for the Outer
They're coming out
Worlds
with
that
2
we're
story
putting together with
expansions.
our friends
Okay,
from the
cool.
private division. Now, it's also important that we continue to evolve how we tell
don't bring up
stories in
his name
games,
again.
and Grounded is the
like
perfect example of
Fergus
that. The team has
Bumbleheart.
been working for the last 2 years on how to tell an Obsidian story within a
Stink
survival
bugs, I
game.
tell you.
Now, what's
So many of
great
those
is
guys
you're
in
going to
this
be able
room
to
right
play
here.
the game on July 28th on Xbox Game Preview and on Steam Early Access. We want to hear from you, and we want to continue to build Grounded together. Oh yeah.
Kaylee.
If you've been wondering, we have working on that next RPG. Check this out.
Oh, there you go. Cam. There you go, Cam.
All right, let's go.
There you go,
I was right. Okay.
All right, let's go. Please be sci-fi.
Oh
no, we just
Ghost
got
of
sci-fi.
Tsushima.
Yeah, I want a medieval. Just don't have spiders in it. You know what I mean?
It's like we did far.
We're working
Fallout,
on
now we're doing Elder Scrolls.
I was gonna say we're working on Elder Scrolls 6.
I mean, this isn't coming until like 2022 at the earliest, so
yeah.
Okay.
And decimated our foes.
I would love it.
Now our oaths are lost.
Dude, oh,
forsaken.
That would be amazing.
Dark Souls.
You must face the monsters.
The game.
Bro, what is this? Elder Scrolls Bioshock? Let's go.
What's Ken Levine up to? You know?
Worth the weight of a crown.
Narrative Legos, bro.
Oh, shit. Still working on Logan's Run.
Avowed.
Yo, this music right now.
Interesting. They went with the font for Scalebound.
Scalebound. I thought that too.
All right, if it's first person, I'm totally down.
So that's number 3.
An
There's 2 more.
expansive first-person RPG set in the
It is
fantasy
first person.
world.
Heck yeah, dude.
When Obsidian
Give me more
Entertainment
Elder
joined
Scrolls
Xbox
garbage.
Game Studios, they told us that this epic game is the one they want to make. As creators of critically acclaimed RPGs, this is Obsidian at their best, and it is being built from the ground up to take full advantage of the power of Xbox Series X. At Xbox Game Studios, we also work with independent developers, always with the goal of empowering them to bring their ideas to life. I'm excited to announce our work with Interior Night, a new studio led by some of the most talented storytellers in our industry. Let's meet Caroline Marshall, studio head of Interior Night, to debut their
Todd
original
Rackham in the
game.
chat said this guy's a pirate because his last name is Booty.
Bonjour, I'm Caroline from Interior Night. Our team is really passionate about storytelling because when you play a story, you step into the character's shoes. You get to experience their fears, their hopes, their conflicts firsthand.
So how many studios do they have now? Like,
you learn more
I don't think they
about
bought
yourself.
that. They don't think they bought this one. I
And
think
this
this
is
is just a
quite powerful.
partnership. They said.
Our first
oh, this
game
is a partnership. I
spans
swear
30
that
years in the American
create, like they helped like
It's a story
create the
about
studio or something
family,
like that.
resilience, and sacrifice. But most of all, it's about how you will shape the fate of real, flawed people trying to find their way in a world they don't fit in.
Bro,
I
now I'm
hope you
getting too
enjoyed the
excited
trailer.
because if Obsidian is going to show their next game, then Double Fine could show their next game.
Dude, Brutal Legend. Let me.
But I don't think that's going to.
What if Double Fine gets Banjo? That'd be pretty cool.
Please,
I'd be down with
TSK.
that. I'd be hella down with that.
You know what I love about these studios from other countries? That
We
they
were on our
love
way
doing
to start a
American
new
stories.
life that
I
summer.
really would love a French story. I really would love
For
a
our
London
family,
story.
it was just a stopover.
I don't know, man. I really like studios like Remedy telling stories in America. I think it's cool.
I just love
Like
that the American
mine.
dream only lives internationally. And it's dead
It was
here.
the end of the road. Yeah.
On the ground!
Well, then you get masterpieces like Deadly Premonition.
down on all of us that day. Was it
Yeah,
fate?
interactive graphic novel? Sign me up.
I would say is comic books of the future.
No.
Hey, I know
Was
that
a
guy's
long
name.
forgotten secret.
He works at OKB.
Buried in the dark.
Yeah.
Interesting style for sure.
All my life, I've been scared of the shadows. But now, I'm finally ready to step into the light.
This is like when they used to have those like
I got
DVD
your
graphic
letters.
novels where they had like the stuttered.
Yeah. That or
Sure.
the Watchmen.
Yo, that's
adaptation.
rad.
Yeah.
I'm super about that.
I'm into it too, actually.
Here at
Yes,
Ninja Theory,
Ninja
we hard
Theory.
at work on
There we go,
all of
there
our
we go.
projects, including Senua's Saga Hellblade 2.
which we announced at the Game
What's up with the
Awards back in
shoes?
December.
I was gonna say, like, there's just some rad ass shoes.
Yo,
up there.
Logan,
Sorry,
there's a
there.
shoe, dog.
5 million
Matches your
players
shirt.
They're the
now
Jordan 11s
experience
in the
Senua's
background,
story
folks.
in Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice.
Yeah,
We're excited
3.5
to
million
start
people
giving you an insight
played
into what comes
Hellblade.
next for our Celtic Warrior.
Has anyone
An
here not played it?
experience that we'll
Not
be
played it?
building in Unreal Engine 5 for Xbox
Holy
Series
shit.
X and PC. I'm happy to reveal today that Senua's saga will be set in the beautiful country of Iceland.
Ooh, we're Eurovision.
And you can find out
I mean,
more about our location
it did
scouting
start like
and
that.
how we've discovered
What are
the
those
history of
shoes,
our
actually?
setting,
It's bothering
bringing
me.
you behind-the-scenes
They look like Jordan
development,
11s.
which you can
but-
view
They're
straight
the-
after the show on the
they're the
Ninja
shoes
Theory.
that
The
Senua
shoe,
was gonna
the
wear.
shoe head has come out of his shell.
Maybe we won't see more of Hellblade.
It's been so touching to see the impact that Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice has had on so many
I like how they're
players.
doing this presentation, though. They're
incredibly
just bouncing
thankful
around
to
to the
all
different
of the
parts of the
fans
world. They're like, yo,
that
let's go
part of
check in on
Senua's
this studio.
story
Let's go
so
check in
far.
on these
Yeah.
people. Let's go check in
We're
on these
excited
people.
for you to be
I
part
like that
of
we
our
actually have
development
sets
journey
now too.
from here on
like
out.
like you were
Yes.
saying earlier, Logan. It's just like
Welcome to my
Alright.
living room.
yeah.
Here's my
Yeah,
blood
Hellblade's
ball
probably
interesting
going to be
book.
their big 2021 game.
Double Fine.
All right. Double. I would say this is probably Double Fine, right?
I mean, is this still Hellblade?
No,
Jump
Yes, it's
over
still
to say.
Nope, Double Fine.
Yeah, there it is.
20 years, huh?
20 years, nice. Yeah, Brutal Legend time.
Oh my god.
Oh,
No, don't overreact.
We already knew he was. We already knew he was in Psychonaut.
Right.
Hold on. Okay.
Fantastic.
Oh.
I'm raising up the volume because I want to hear it too.
Very much.
Yes.
It's fun to sing it. Now it's time to rock. Shall we start rocking?
No.
They're pointing to their
Stop.
shirts, dude.
I love Jack Black.
Oh man.
Okay,
Oh
so
my
second.
God.
Thank
So
God.
Jack Black's character in this game, he plays a brain. this
Probably been a
brain
long time since you've
that
had
is
a
really
I'm down
into
with that.
metal
I'm all
music or
about
something
that.
like
I hope
that.
you don't mind pop-ins.
I forgot. Did they put the first Psychonauts on Xbox yet?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know if it's on
That's
like
it.
Game Pass, but it's on Xbox. Like you
Where
Okay,
are
cool.
you?
Because I've never
Xbox
had a
original.
chance to play Psychonauts, so
I think you can play the Xbox original game and get download.
I really hope they announce a launch date here.
I'm sure
This ruled.
I feel like we're gonna get a release date because this game's been in development for like so long now.
Yeah, it's been delayed like twice too.
At the bottom of a lake.
I'm all about this.
Part of me hopes it doesn't get announced for this year though, because I have other games I need to catch up on, and I don't. Yeah, I want to play Psychonauts and this, but I would. I have other games. Too many games I want to play right now.
Dude, this is my aesthetic right here. For sure.
70s Flower Child.
Yo,
Jack,
they're gonna
psychedelic Jack
so
Black.
many. Yeah, they're gonna get so many epilepsy warnings for this
Yeah.
game.
Is the cell shaded new?
I think it's just how this environment or this ring is gonna work. Look like
Because the other levels I've seen are definitely different. It kind of has, see there. It kind of reminds me of like Kingdom Hearts 3, or like the different areas.
Dude, I'm all about this.
This is like one of my most anticipated games of the year, and I keep forgetting it's coming out.
This looks like an episode of the Tenacious D TV show.
Yeah.
Gaylate.
Todd Rackham in the chat says, "Hell yes, drugs sold separately."
No, this game was definitely this. The ideas of this game definitely came out of drugs for sure.
Absolutely.
Yo, what if we did this? No, we couldn't do that unless.
What if we had a brain filled with formaldehyde?
What if we just have a? Go ahead.
No, go for it.
I was gonna say, what if we just have a Brutal Legend world in Psychonauts 2? What if we delve in the mind of Tim Schafer and we go to all the Double Fine worlds? Right? Right? Yeah. I can't believe we don't
wait
have
for
a
you to
date.
experience the amazing games built by Xbox Game Studios.
Yeah, but yeah,
And
she's
there's just so much
she's the
more
Game
for you to
Pass
play
person,
on
or
Xbox.
the
We are
Xbox
partnering
Gold
with
person.
thousands
I
of
forgot.
creators, from the largest publishers to the smallest independent developers, to bring you the broadest variety of games ever. There is one developer in particular that is close to us, not just geographically, but in history too. I'm thrilled to announce that this fall, our friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2 to Xbox Series X and Xbox Game Pass. If you are one of the more than 10 million Game Pass subscribers, you also get access to
all current
expansions
too.
I was gonna say, like, isn't it free already?
That's really
For
cool.
Game Pass Ultimate members, Destiny 2 will also be
PC?
playable on mobile from the cloud.
Yep.
Whoa.
Later this year,
There you go, Mario.
Bungie
You can
will
keep playing this game
also release a
everywhere.
new version of Destiny 2.
I already got it on
Optimized for Xbox
Stadia.
Series X. 4K resolution running at 60 frames per second. Here's an all-new look at Bungie's Destiny
I have
2
something to
Beyond
admit.
Light.
Yesterday I bought the Stadia bundle.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna get back into Destiny 2 after like knowing that they're supporting the game to 2022. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get back into it.
It's time to step beyond the light.
They just need to call it Destiny though. They need to drop the 2 already.
I agree.
It's Destiny.
Whoa, terrain grenades.
Yeah, it's funny that a lot of these games that I thought were definitely going to be platforms came out with like a 2. Like Overwatch, like is coming out with Overwatch 2, you know, and that's their Division 2. Well, Division I guess I didn't release.
Oh, that's cool.
That's marketing for you.
Yep.
I mean, just having an ice scepter thing.
I will say that you know, I mean, I'm not big into the specifics of Destiny anymore, but like I think the one thing that would really make me more interested is if they added a new subclass for every class,
thanks to Xbox Game Pass.
like a new ultimate power and a new like tree and everything like that,
Xbox Series X, and we're just
like they did in Taken King.
Xbox Series X will empower both new and experienced creators.
How many times are they going to show this expanded, like internals of that Series X to this
It's
screen?
aesthetically pleasing to look at.
It is.
Voices that demand to be heard.
That's how I
cool
want
how it
in
all
my
interlocks
house.
into that little tiny box or whatever.
Exactly.
That's how I'm going to display it in my house. I'm just going to take it apart and just put the wire in to make sure it's all connected. It's like those bodies that you're like...
All of the games you're about to see are launching exclusively on Xbox.
All right.
I didn't hear it.
All right, world premiere.
She said all of these are coming.
Yeah,
console launch. Okay.
Judgment 2.
Deathloop.
I think they're definitely giving us a release date today. At this, especially like with this, like I'd be really surprised.
That one level in
Call of Duty.
To be fair, that's like the best level of second best level of Call of Duty in that game.
I'll give you that.
It's really great.
I like it a lot. I remember.
This music sounds familiar. What is it?
Stutters.
It is familiar. What is this? Is this Dying Light 2, maybe?
Could.
No, but it's console exclusive, right?
That'd be nuts if they got exclusivity on that. But...
I mean, they showed the game off at the thingy, so at their last conference. So why not?
PC, PlayStation.
Microsoft has the money.
It looks too like out there for Dying Light though. Like,
yeah, I don't think it's Dying Light though.
Kind of looks like that. What is that? That Metro's game.
I was gonna say it kind of gave me Metro vibes.
Yeah.
There's no way they have another one of those. So.
No.
Unless this is just the last one. Okay.
I'm interested. You have my attention.
What David Lynch madness?
Oh,
is
dude, this is like. This is like Metal Gear. He's like Stalker.
Oh, duh, I forgot they were making
Oh
that.
my god. My friend Frank is gonna lose his damn mind right now.
World premiere.
World premiere.
Console launch exclusive.
Oh, I love the ding that they give. The
I
little
hope that's
stinger
how the
that they
system
give on
turns
that.
on.
Somebody in the chat said Condemned 3. That would have been dank.
Dude.
Kane and Lynch.
Army of Two.
Dead Space.
Yo, dude.
We're just naming games at this point.
Yeah, right. Banjo 3.
This looks like the sequel to the last trailer we just saw.
Right.
RoboCops.
My Lord Inquisitor. I've reached a turn of crime and begun our investigation.
I'm into it. I'll buy that for $1. Game Pass. Sorry.
Recon squad
Fat
has
Shark.
been sent into
Fat
sub-level
Shark.
6 of the Hive.
Warhammer. Is it a Warhammer game?
The full extent of the
Fat Shark, that's not a real studio. That's like Moby Dick Studios. This is a Kojima game.
More when they make it back.
What is this? Vermintide stuff? Is this Warhammer?
Yeah.
It looks like some sort of Left 4 Dead type game. So
fair enough.
I'd be down.
Dark Tide.
I'd be down to do a couple
Vermintide.
matches of this.
Oh yeah, I think that Interior Night game or whatever. Yeah, that's not Xbox because that wasn't coming to Xbox One. It was just Xbox Series X.
Dude.
What?
Stop.
What?
Res people. Tetris people. Is it? Oh, is this just gonna be Tetris?
Please
Yeah, it's just gonna be Tetris.
Man, I'm not
Miz.
Tetris.
Okay, so Tetris Effect is gonna come next gen consoles. I mean, that's cool. I mean, this game kind of rules, so
I still have never played it. I'm very upset. I'm a huge Tetris.
it's very
Yeah,
good.
I haven't played it yet either.
I
mean,
so
it's
many.
Tetris, but it's extremely good Tetris.
You know, this sounds stupid, but I would love to play it on xCloud. So I can take it.
Dude, yeah.
You could.
Yeah.
In theory, I guess.
Is that Dan Reichert?
Well, what if it? Wait, what if
It is Dan
Tetris
Reichert.
Effect 2 though?
Where at?
Right in the middle. The green screen and the puppy.
Dog.
Who else is there?
I don't know.
I know Dan Reichert.
Mizuguchi's
Another
there on the
movie.
wrong side, the man who like made this game, but
I'm more excited for Dan Reichert than the man who made Tetris.
hey, bro, put some respect on Miz's name. The man
Listen.
made Rez.
Listen, I'm a huge
What is
Xbox.
going? This
Dude, is this just
is like got
Tetris
luminous
Effect 2?
stuff to it.
Connected?
All new multiplayer.
All new multiplayer.
So my Xbox history is fucking.
They're
Tetris.
all over the place with that exclusivity because the first game was PS4 exclusive for a long time.
I will definitely be checking that out.
It's a sequel?
No, it's just like
Crazy of Steam World.
Definitive Edition.
You have my attention.
Sure you want to drop there? Oh yeah. I'll be lacing up my boots back here. What we got? Another good-for-nothing space rock?
A 3D Steam World game? Or creators of Steam World, I guess.
Journey to the Savage Planet.
Anything good?
It's wild how many games they make and shove out like in such a short time. It's crazy, and they're all quality too.
Yeah, I really loved Steam World Dig 2.
Yeah, they released SteamWorld, SteamWorld Dig 2, SteamWorld Quest all in like 4 years or something. Like that's absurd.
I forgot that Spencer said at the top of the show everything they're showing is going to be on Game Pass. So literally all these third-party games they're now showing are all Game Pass too.
That's dope.
This is a darker
Pretty
version
wild.
of Super Mario Sunshine I was expecting. Brody.
And I wonder if we're gonna get that announcement that Xbox Live is, or Xbox Gold is free.
Yeah, or
perhaps.
tied in.
Yeah.
The gunk.
Well, they already have
gunk.
the tie-in thing with the Game Pass Ultimate, but like
They should just
dropping
choice.
Xbox
The
Live
gunk.
is dead.
The Gunk is a choice of a name, let me tell you.
Yo, I'm gonna play the gunk.
Let me go. Oh, let's go play some Gunk.
This is Blue Team. This is whatchamacallit. Is this going to be Observer? The
yeah, they
remaster?
said Observer was coming to Xbox Series X.
Yeah, but trying to think. Yeah, they have. I mean, I guess they could rematch that. Oh no! Is this? This is that one. They revealed this already. That's why we didn't hear the world premiere. Is this the medium or whatever?
Oh yeah,
really?
yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm interested.
I think it's them.
Yeah,
they showed this
I saw screenshots last night. I think Wario64 posted them, or Nibel, or someone like that.
The gunshot.
You can't say those names with Logan here.
My favorite sources in video games.
Yeah, right.
Every story has two sides.
Todd Rackham in the chat. You should be ashamed of yourself.
A regular, rational,
Just want to say that right now.
but also a darker and deeper truth. Not unlike a nightmare. I can see both.
Is this that medium game? I think it is. I think
looks like
is.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Yes. I was like,
Doom.
Welcome back. Welcome back to hell.
This
Doom guy standing off in a corner.
Go back and play Control.
Raz hell.
Jack Black plays Doom guy.
Dual reality gameplay, 2 worlds rendered simultaneously.
What?
Holy shit, this is cool.
I definitely want more games like Devil May Cry 5 where they had like multiple sequence routes.
Yeah.
I don't know about this one, fam.
What?
This is kind of like Silent Hill vibes.
Yeah,
We
well,
haven't had
I'm
that in
saying
a while.
this personally as a scaredy cat, not because the game itself looks bad.
Oh,
Okay,
I mean, I don't know if I can get down with the creepy demon.
It's not even horror. It's suspense.
Maybe.
Speak for yourself.
Honestly, as long as a third person.
Oh, see, that looks like that. There's spiders crawling on her, and I don't like that.
Premiere.
But what I was gonna say is like, yeah, I don't like horror games, and I am looking forward to that one.
I'm interested to see how it turns out. I can deal better with third person.
Sega.
Bro, what is console launch exclusive? Yakuza?
New local Sonic. What if Xbox got a Sonic game first?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sega.
Boo.
What the heck is the journey of this game?
This game is what, 10 years
pretty
old?
wild.
I remember when this game came out. Or
Here's
not
the thing.
this game, but
Here's the thing, like, you know, Final Fantasy 14 is like the best MMO ever at this point, but like this game, like the aesthetic and everything about it, like is just really attracting to me. But I'm just like, I won't play this because I'm not caught up on Final Fantasy 14.
Yep. Yeah, my friend, when this came out in Korea, my friend was like, "All right, I'm going to the Korean servers."
Fucking cool, man.
Well, you can play it right now.
So bad.
Wait, is this
is it PSO2?
Maybe it's
yeah,
not.
it's PSO2.
Are we sure?
It said
Yeah, I
brand new
think
They said
Expansion.
world premiere.
World premiere, brand new
I think
expansion.
it's an expansion.
I was gonna say because this looks way prettier than the PSO2
Yeah.
stuff I've seen recently.
Well, I mean, this is Xbox Smart Delivery. I don't know, man. My history of PSO is, remember back in the day when we had Microsoft points?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then people were like, give me Microsoft points, I'll show you my boobs. That's what PSO was. With the vision
Happen
camera.
all the time. The adventure starts, or true adventure starts now. PSO3.
Yo, this is
New
so
Genesis,
rad.
Genesis. What the hell? Alright.
All right.
An expansion, a next-gen expansion for PSO2 with like a 10-year
Weird.
MMO, 10-year-old MMO. It's so funny.
Oh, we've seen this before too.
Oh, this is Crossfire. Crossfire X, I think. Yeah, totally.
Oh yeah, this shit was last year.
I'm curious how this is going to turn out because Remedy's making the single player, but I also
Oh, really?
don't care about Crossfire.
Weird.
Yeah, this is like the most popular first-person shooter in the entire world,
Oh yeah,
but
that
it's a
definitely,
multiplayer game.
definitely got Remedy vibes from the gameplay already. I'm gonna use this time to say that Quantum Break was underappreciated.
Blacklist. We make our own.
I really like Quantum Break.
Can you protect me?
Love Control though.
I like the first 2/3 of Control.
Fair. I get that.
I still need to play the first expansion. I want to.
Yeah.
This looks too good. Like, and by that I mean like
you don't believe it.
Yeah. Even though it is gonna be next gen or whatever, like the shooting that we're seeing looks almost not. I don't know. Maybe this is like of next gen, but it looks like this is all not actual.
It looks like Killzone 2 vibes, like when they announced Killzone 2 initially.
Well, I mean,
but it was just.
Do you remember that ninja game that is made by like one dude that they showed off in the last?
Yeah.
You know, like that looked too good too, but I mean, I guess that was gameplay.
Today, you saw 10 world premieres.
All right, so there's one thing left, right? Fable?
Launch
it has to be.
We have Game Pass members can play every game you have seen today from Xbox Game Studios and all of our partners in the subscription or free to play.
There's got to be more. They're ending it with Fable.
And some of the new titles coming to Xbox Series
after the stream. Who wants to play?
And some of the games you already love and some you have yet to play will also be optimized.
Dude, Halo 5
for Xbox
multiplayer,
Series X.
so good.
Games like Forza Horizon 4.
Yeah, multiplayer. I specific like
Forza Horizon 4.
The next gen
4 is out. What am I talking about? I was like, wait, didn't they only do 3?
You can expect a lineup.
I forgot 4 was
of
the
over
English one.
100 titles for Xbox Series X this holiday season. With Series X and Game Pass, Xbox is the place to play, and you are at the center of everything we do. Now, you may have noticed we didn't get to visit all of our Xbox Game Studios today. That means we'll have more to share later this year. But until then, here's one more thing.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Steve.
Please be Fable.
Please be Fable.
Come on. If it's not Fable,
come on, chicken chasers.
You're just gonna stand there like a lemon.
All right, trees. This is a good start.
It's a good
trees
start.
Are in Fable.
Playground games.
Yes.
Playground games. Nope.
Oh, dude, it's Fable.
It's a sword.
Oh,
it's a sword.
Yeah, look
at
that.
The logo. The logo in the fucking hilt.
Yeah.
It's the fucking seal. Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, let's go. And this music.
Give me John Cleese.
Wondrous place.
Yes.
Where nature,
Eric Idle.
and magic
Put them in the game.
live in perfect harmony.
Just call it Fable. Don't do Fable 4.
Yeah.
All stories
Yes.
have happy endings,
Absolutely all this.
Give it to me.
but yours has yet to be.
Yeah. That's how we do it. 2027, y'all.
I was gonna say nothing else, but at least you know it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was just like Phil Spencer literally said during the conference, like he all but confirmed that they were working on Fable.
Hello.
We got Fable. Hi.
Are we good?
Hi. How's it going?
There we go.
Apparently the internet was
go.
like, "Hey, we're gonna die at the end."
Yeah.
Hey, but we got Fable, right? I'm glad we got to see that.
Right.
So, I mean, we're still live on YouTube, right? Or
Yeah, you're
did
still
it
live.
stop?
No, we're still good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
I'm gonna go ahead and mute that.
Overall, I think it was pretty solid.
That's fine.
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
I mean, my biggest complaint is the same complaint I had largely with PlayStation Showcase, though, which was just the lack of gameplay.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, okay, cool, Forza's here, but it was just a CG trailer. Cool, Fable, but just a CG trailer.
Yeah.
Cool that we saw Obsidian's next RPG, just a trailer, though. Like, I'm glad that we know about these things, and I'm excited to see them, but also, I don't know, we didn't really see them. It was the same sort of thing with the PlayStation 5 thing. Like, I'm super hyped for the next Horizon game, but it's just like, it was just a Horizon Forbidden West trailer, which looks cool, but I don't know. I wanted to see more. I wanted to see more gameplay for sure. On the gameplay front, though, Halo looks dope.
Halo looks so dope.
Halo
and that
looks
was very smart of them to open up with that. I just think that, like with PlayStation, you at least have, you know, some IPs that you know that are solid, whereas Xbox has got to work up and get special announcements again. And Fable, I think Fable and Halo definitely that. But I agree with you, Logan. As even if we saw like these hype moments of new IPs, like we wouldn't have that same impact as we would as say like a Ratchet and Clank, where we didn't really see too much gameplay, but we know Ratchet and Clank is an IP.
Yeah,
and I think that a lot of it stemmed, like, I think the great thing was Halo, obviously Fable being announced, but I think that the rest of it, kind of like the in between, the meat of the sandwich, kind of like had its ups and downs.
Yeah, it's again, I think there's still so much more to see. I don't know why so many people are. I don't know. I guess the puzzling thing to me coming out of this is I don't know what the launch lineup for Series X looks like, because they didn't commit to any holiday 2020 release dates for anything except for Halo. Which, like, I wasn't expecting something like Fable that we knew probably existed to launch this year, anything crazy like that. But like the fact that Forza doesn't have a date is kind of surprising to me for this year, and to me indicates that that's probably coming further down the line. And while that normally would seem like a wild thing, the fact that Playground is now working on Fable clearly shows that they probably, unless Playground has two teams there, I forget how they are structured. They could still have a Horizon team, and they could still have this
I believe they
Fable
do.
team. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was about on par with the PlayStation event, honestly. The PlayStation event, I think, was easier for people to get excited about because there was more recognizable IPs and stuff like that, kind of like you were saying.
Yeah.
Like
totally
it's easy to get
that.
hyped about Horizon. It's easy to get hyped about Ratchet. Easy to get hyped about Spider-Man because, like, we have touchstones to a lot of those things, whereas Xbox is kind of getting their studio structure and their publishing label up off the ground to a certain degree. Like, what was like, I'm really excited for the Obsidian RPG. Like, that's probably the thing that stood out to me the most that we saw. What was it? Avowed?
Yeah.
Like, they're making a first person, like, fantasy RPG. I'm totally on board with that. But we also don't know what it's going to be. So,
right. I think the big thing that they did was show us the Halo gameplay, because now knowing what that game is and knowing that it's a little bit more open and kind of trying to reinvent stuff, and it seems like the story is going to be really good with the villain that we've seen, opposed to like previous villains just in the recent years, like with 5 and 4. I don't even really remember either of them, honestly. But like, it seems like we have a decent story structure going on and a more personal story to Master Chief and this other dude.
And they're tying in the other ones as well. Like, it might be bizarre at face value. Like, why are they tying in stuff from Halo Wars 2? But it's also like kind of cool that those games like matter at the same time. Yeah. Like, I'm now going to play Halo Wars 2 because I want to know more about that group, which, like,
welcome to the Kingdom Hearts fandom.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to play a melody game here in a second, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So
I was gonna say, for me, I agree with a lot of what you said, Logan. I honestly didn't expect really any other first-party game to like come out this holiday outside of Halo, except for maybe Psychonauts 2, and that's just because that game has been in development for so long. But I don't know. I think I personally was definitely more impressed with this showcase more than PlayStation's, because with PlayStation, what they had that we knew this wasn't going to have was the revealing of the console and all that stuff. Putting that aside, we saw much more first party stuff, even if they were just trailers. Like, there's a lot of first party projects now that we have to look forward to, and obviously, we know that there are certain sequels and stuff that will eventually come to PlayStation 5, like Spider-Man 2 after Miles Morales, and God of War 2 eventually, and things like that. But we're getting new we saw new IP, we saw deeper looks into games that were already announced like Everwild. Like I'm really curious about that game.
I just want to know what that game is. It looks beautiful.
Right.
In the world. I'm into
and then
it.
there's and on top of that is just you know, a lot of, you know, all of the other third party things that we saw at PlayStation was you know, they're timed exclusives, but except for maybe the project whatever game from Square Enix that they said that is like focusing on the PS5 hardware. Again, I don't know for certain about that one, but like all these other ones, like they're not only timed exclusives, but they're launching with the Xbox Series X as well, while these other ones will just kind of come out throughout the holiday season. So to me, like, I think that's more impressive or more exciting, that like, yeah, you have Halo and then you have all these other games when you're done with Halo to look into, and they're all coming to Game Pass too, which at this point, like, if you don't have Game Pass, you're wrong. Like at this point.
Well, that's like, that's what separates Microsoft, I think. I mean, that's why it was smart for Phil to come on after the Halo gameplay and be like, look, everything you're going to see for the next 45 minutes is all coming to Game Pass, which is wild when you start to think about like every single other thing we saw throughout this. And again, a lot of those are first party, so that's a given. But we saw a lot of third party stuff here, especially towards the end. And, like even stuff like Destiny, like the fact that that's coming, that and all the expansions are coming to Game Pass is really cool.
Yeah. I also find amazing that all these games are, not only are they on Game Pass, you don't even need to own a console or a PC to play these games.
Yeah.
Because they are part of Game Pass, they're part of that cloud. So they're part of all of that. So if I'm just like interested generally in any of these things, like I could just play that on my phone, or I could play it on my, hopefully they'll have like a PC thing or, you know, a TV thing that you could just do. But the fact that you don't even have to own one of their boxes to still be subscribed to these things, I think is pretty astounding.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I mean, I think the strongest thing about Xbox's lineup compared to PlayStation, again, if we're going to keep comparing these two, is that I do like, and this is something Microsoft itself has been saying a lot, is there's a lot of variety in their lineup. And I totally think that's true. And I don't think there is, like, PlayStation 4 knocked it out of the park this generation with their first party exclusives, but they were all pretty similar. In they all had a similar vibe to it, like over the shoulder, third person action shooting games like Horizon, God of War, Days Gone, Ghost of Tsushima. Like all those things are pretty similar to one another. Xbox Game Studios has a lot of different weird stuff that they're doing, ranging from your big stuff like Halo, which is going to be now an open world shooter, but then it's going to have the multiplayer element to it, which is, again, I mean, even comparing it to PlayStation doesn't have any really strong multiplayer games whatsoever. So, on that front, I mean, again, we don't need to compare PlayStation and Xbox's libraries, I guess, back and forth. Bottom line is that, like, yeah, there's just a ton of variety with what Xbox is offering. And the fact that it's all coming to Game Pass and you can all subscribe to the platform and taste a little bit of everything that their studios are doing, even if something like, I don't know, even if Everwild, like, you're like, that looks interesting to me, but I don't know if I'll like it. You can give it a shot and see how it feels and go from that point. Yeah, I don't know. Decent showing altogether. Again, I feel like it's pretty much on par with the PlayStation one personally. I just want to see more gameplay. And I wish they would have shown more gameplay. But
yeah, I personally thought this one was much stronger. I was more interested. Like I thought most of the third-party stuff games were a lot more interesting than what PlayStation showed off. You know, we saw more first-party games than PlayStation, and all of those were IPs that already existed. You know, I think that there's much more to get excited about with Xbox when compared to PlayStation 5 personally.
Yeah, I definitely agree with the variety of it, because there is things like we're watching right now, the Gunk, you know, like there is like some really weird games that are out, and like then you also have, you know, Psychonauts and like you said, they don't, like, PlayStation doesn't really have the grasp on the multiplayer aspect that Xbox does. Especially, they don't have a grasp on the first-person shooter. You know, Killzone's great and all, but it is no Halo. You know, and I think that, I think that they Xbox has proven they're willing to branch out and do things that are a little bit weird. for the sake of, you know, like having those things going down, because someone's gonna like it, you know, someone's gonna be there and be like, okay, like this is it, especially with it being tied to Game Pass. I think that is the big thing going throughout this conference, is just like, oh, I can check that out. I don't have to spend $60 on that. I don't have to spend 60, 30, 70, who knows how much on that. I can just check that out and give it a go, and it might turn out to be one of my favorite games of all time, you know. But I think that the Game Pass aspect, especially now that it's tied to xCloud, I think that's super exciting. But the one thing I will say is, like, it didn't, like, personally, like, I'm a PlayStation guy, PlayStation Nintendo guy primarily, and this doesn't, as someone who owns a PC, this doesn't really give me a reason to own a Series X still. Which I don't think is a bad thing. Like, I think because Microsoft has that foothold on, you know, whether you're on PC, whether you're in your Xbox, as long as you are tied there. But they don't. I guess the console launch exclusives, I guess too, didn't really woo me.
Yeah.
So I don't know
disagree.
PC versus the Xbox. But if there's games there that I'm like, okay, I have to get this, you know.
To piggyback off you're saying, and similar to what I said before, but you're right. Like, there's a bunch of games here that, to me, even though they have the Xbox DNA, you don't necessarily, like I said, you don't necessarily need an Xbox to play in these things. So there's no real push or need to be like, yes, I need that, unless I'm like, I really need to see this in 4K, or I really need to see this in 60. I need to see this in 120 even. That's partially why you would get it, unless of course you already have a beefy PC. Not everyone does. I mean, so I used to work at GameStop for a hot second. A lot of people just like, oh, good graphics, they'll just buy the console. So that's going to be there for those people for sure. But for me, as someone who's like, yeah, I don't know, and we still don't even know how much this thing is.
Right.
I don't necessarily think that I will be grabbing one right away, even though I'm going to be playing Halo immediately on my PC because I have a PC capable, you know, thing. So
that's the thing, you know, is like people keep pushing back, or I see a lot of people saying like, well, they've given me no reason to buy a Series X, I'll just play PC. And it's like, well, that's fine. Like, I don't think they care. They totally don't care. That's the thing. That's why they have these options now.
Yeah, that's why I think they're so forward thinking when it comes to this. Like, when I think of PlayStation, when consoles exclusives, I buy the box because they are exclusive to that, unless you're Death Stranding and Horizon and I don't know, God of War. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. Oh man,
please,
you know, all these things that are suddenly coming to PC. Until you know, but those are the reasons why I would buy that system. Xbox, I don't have necessarily that reason to buy the box. But for now, I'm very much into the content that they're making or putting for it because Game Pass is so ideal.
Yeah, and I think that what I was trying to say is like I'm not. It's not like a negative towards Xbox. It's just the fact that I'm actually excited to see Xbox become a platform, to become the base, and to be able to see the games that they put out and to be able to play them basically anywhere. And they might end up like with that. They might end up being my main place to play. You know, because I can play anywhere, and it looks like they are making it happen. Whereas, you know, some things like Stadia, you know, didn't really do that. Had the tech, but didn't really do that. And I think that Xbox is definitely on track to kind of do that successfully.
And as someone so I've been playing xCloud for about a year now. I don't care about TOS anymore. I've been playing it for a year. It works great. It runs fantastic. I played DMC on my phone. I've gone to a 5G store here in Chicago where we have Verizon, and I played xCloud on it, and it ran smooth. I played Halo as if I was playing on the console on my phone. It was that awesome. So for that to be the future of what they're pushing, I'm really excited for it. I mean, I hope that PlayStation eventually has something like that. I just find it's funny that last generation, when they announced the Xbox One, or the original big honking VCR box, they were like trying to be future forward of like, oh, you don't need to buy discs, everything's digital, and like all that stuff. But then like
time yet.
Everyone was like, no, dog, no, you can't do that. We share our games, you know. We can't just have these like licenses. This is finally the time where I'm like, they've opened up the message to people and listened to us and are giving us things. So I was like, yeah, I want cross progression. Yes, I want to have games that work across multiple consoles. Yes, I want to be able to go on xCloud, which is also awesome because I could be on xCloud somewhere else on my phone, probably cross progressing against other people on PlayStation, which is insane to think about.
Right.
So, I don't know.
I just want to say really quick because my laptop's actually close to dying. Yeah, with the whole like you guys like feel no reason to play the Xbox Series X, like that's fine. Like like you guys are basically PC gamers, so there's it would be very hard for them to do that, to be able to make you say like, oh, I need an Xbox Series X, even though all these games are also coming to PC. But I actually
Xbox
like
One, too. Don't forget about that. A lot of them are coming to Xbox One.
Yeah, Xbox One as well. But for me, like I personally like to play these big first-party games on my 60-something inch 4K HDR television instead of a monitor where I'm like sitting 3 feet away. And it's just based off of how you want to experience your games. So there's nothing wrong with whichever way you want to go. And we've seen already for years now that Xbox is expanding to be more than just a console, but to be like a just like a legitimate platform. We talk about what platform you want to play a game. No, like Xbox is bigger than just a console platform. It is like a media platform at this point for gaming. So there's really no reason, and there are perks to having both Xbox. Like I would say like some notable perks with having an Xbox and then also having your PC is that like there are certain games that come to Game Pass that are only on Xbox or are only on PC. Like Dragon Quest XI is coming to Game Pass, but it's not going to come to PC Game Pass, or so like those are things to think about as well. I mean, yeah, but for and I also have I'm not at my current home right now, but I have a very I like to say a very good mid-tier above average PC build at home, but like I don't I'm not expecting or wanting to play Halo Infinite on that. I want to play on Series X, on my television. So so it's really just preference, like, and if people, I think that's like a really important detail that people need to realize instead of saying like, oh, Xbox sucks because you can play all these games on PC. I'm like, how is that a negative? Like, you can play the way you want.
That's nothing that we've ever said.
Oh no, it's nothing you've ever said, but like the internet says it.
For sure.
The internet says it. Like,
people definitely think it's a downside because it's like, oh, if you aren't selling boxes, then you're not doing well. And it's like, well, like, I think that's like it always comes back to like if people think that's how you make money, like the way like Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo like make money, typically the margins on console sales is never vast. They do not make the majority. Like if you look at like even like Sony in particular's financials from last year, I think like over half of the revenue that they brought in was from digital game sales and subscriptions alone. So like PS Plus, and then people buying games digitally on their platform. And that's how they make the most of their money. It is not selling consoles. And of course, if you have more consoles sold, that means you have more people in your user base, which then leads to subscriptions and blah, 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 blah. I get that. But like just flat out selling more pieces of hardware is not what's going to make you more money in the long run.
And I can't wait for, even if you don't have the box, right? So their box is going to be one number, but the software number is going to be higher because you don't need the box. So therefore, there's going to be more sales, right? Because like, for instance, xCloud is not just streaming the Game Pass games. xCloud is also games you buy. That's awesome.
Well, I mean, there's going to be the game streaming stuff. Now you're going to have Series X. I mean, you got the rumored Lockhart thing, Xbox Series S or whatever, which is going to be a cheaper version of the next gen console. And then you've got PC. Like they've got a large user base to pitch to and to put their games on or make their games available to. So,
but my laptop is literally about to shut Discord down.
I think
I was gonna say we can get going.
Yeah, we're clear the wrap up, so I'll wrap it up. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that has been watching us today. Sorry for some of the weird hip haps. Those were Jeff Keighley's fault, especially when everything got disconnected a second ago. Again, thank you if you were here for the EA, the Ubisoft, the PlayStation reveal, and now the Xbox. You've won bingo. So thank you so much for all being here, all 5 streams. Thank you so much to Logan Moore, the man who wouldn't be here. So thank you so much for being here.
The Moore Man.
The Moore Man. The Moore Man 12. As
Man of Moore.
Why did you choose 12? Just curious.
I don't know. I just like that number.
Fair enough. Cam Hawkins, thank you so much for being on the show. Hope you're well. Hope to be on more projects. So that'd be so fantastic.
For sure.
And Nicholas, you have homework to do, so we'll go get that finished tonight.
Heck yeah.
All right. Take care, everybody.
All right. See y'all.
See y'all.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Bye.